evening everybody, and welcome back to Live from the Works and to Streaming Wednesdays. I should apologise, by the way, because I am really disorganised this evening. I've not even eaten my dinner yet. It's sat here in front of me cooling. Yeah, sorry about this. Yes, nothing is working as it's supposed to this evening, and I'm not sure why. So, failure bell. Yeah, none of the titles wanted to work for some reason, so I've had to go in and re-add that. And as you saw there, it rewound for some reason, which it shouldn't have done, because I tell it not to do that. So yeah, that should just be nothing at that point. Unless, do I need to like set and out for like somewhere? Hold on a minute. There we go. Oh yeah, I see what I've done. Yeah, I see what happened there. Yeah, sorry. Basically, the opening title sequence is slightly longer than it needs to be, and I didn't set the end point, so it just kept playing all the way into the black. I am a smart. Fantastic. Anyway, how are we all doing? Hope you're well. Yeah, slightly disorganised this evening. I apologise. I've had like, I think like 3 solid weeks of doing... Is it 3 weeks? At least 2 solid weeks of doing railway stuff on Wednesday evenings, which is annoyingly interfering with my YouTube stuff. I've got this week off, and then I'm doing 2 more weeks next week and the week after. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to have a word with our chairman and tell him to stop booking stuff on Wednesday evenings for a bit, because I'm getting fed up with it. Anyway. Yeah, what did I think of Lux and the Well? Lux was pretty damn good, interesting, and the Well was bloody brilliant. Oh, Midnight sequel out of nowhere, jeez, yeah. I'm big fan, I loved it. Oh, absolutely great. I'm loving this season more than I loved the last one, and I thought that was brilliant, so, yeah. Sod the haters, Doctor Who is great. Anyway, I've got chili for my dinner. So this is just going to be that kind of channel now, where I just eat and chat, apparently, because this is my life now. It's not a beer, unfortunately, it's iced tea. It's good, though. Yeah. I really enjoyed Lux, the Well is mid. Really? I thought it was bloody brilliant. I really enjoyed both of them. There's, touch wood, there's not been a bad story so far. I've really enjoyed all 3 of them. And I'm excited for this week's one, because it looks like we're getting a story with that takes place during that gap between episode 1 and 2 from the last series. So, that's, yeah, that's certainly an interesting thing. I look forward to that. I didn't really get shock out of it. Really? Okay, fair enough. I get it. I mean, I having gone and looked it up afterwards, it feels like it was an open secret that this was going to be a sequel to Midnight. So yeah, maybe I've managed to avoid spoilers so far. But, yeah, no, I get that, I guess. But yeah, I really enjoyed The Well. I thought it was really good. Lux is my favourite so far. The Well scared me a little. The Well and the Midnight entity is just absolutely terrifying. And that sort of cliffhanger ending of like, yeah, it's just off the planet now, guys. Absolutely terrifying. Yeah, I love stuff that plays on your sort of primal emotions like that. Yeah, I thought it was really good. Lux was great. I really enjoyed Lux, because it was... Although, why they called it Lux when Doctor Who framed Roger Rabbit was right there. Yeah, it's... Apparently some of the people who worked on Who Framed Roger Rabbit did the animation for that episode, which makes sense because it's using exactly the same techniques, so why the hell not? Mm. Oh dear. Anyway, what's going on with you guys? I'm excited to hear about what's going on in your lives. So, you know, do pop in the chat and say hello. Yeah, little bit late, but the Dalek December 2023 Dimension Diaries episode is out on Friday for channel members. And will be out Sunday at 7:30 PM for everybody else. So, yeah, it's really long. I'm so sorry. I've also discovered today, because I was sort of listening to it just to see if there are any glaring errors, that in the middle there's just a chunk of voice recording that I haven't chopped. So there's just like about a minute and a half to 2 minutes of me sort of recording dialogue, pausing, recording the next line of dialogue. So it's not as kind of slick and choppy as it should be. But that yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to edit for that. I've already done it once. So Mr. Ringading is amazing, and no one will change my mind. Oh God, yeah. I mean, I think the best thing about it was sort of that creep factor of that slightly not quite human cartoon character, and you can't really place what they're supposed to be. It's quite creepy and weird anyway. And then you add the sort of malevolent force behind it, and yeah, weird. I love it. Hola, Visa Light. How are you? I think the reason why I didn't get scared by the well is because YouTube accidentally played a review of it a few hours beforehand and spoiled it for me. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah, fair enough. Like, the second they went diamond, I said verbally, "Oh my God, it's midnight." And my wife looked up for her phone and went, "What?" Victoria is not such a big Hoovian as me. You got a 3D printed figure for your 16mm Garden Railway. Nice! I love it. Is that from Model U? They do really good stuff. I keep meaning to go to a trade show with my Neen Valley uniform and get a model of myself done, either in 16mm or 00 gauge. So I've got it as just a little memento. Yeah. Did Monty make the dinner and the iced tea? I wish I had to do this myself. The chili is a freezer special, but yes, we make this on Saturday. I'm Mr. Ring-a-ding, I make your heartfelt sing. Oh no, that's going to be nightmare fuel for months. Oh man, Doctor Who is good again. I'm so pleased. Really pleased. And why are there sounds in the background? Has the computer fiddled with my volume mixer again? Hang on. System sounds. Yeah, not muted. Why have you unmuted? Nobody asked you to do that. Mute everything except what I need you to mute. Or to have not muted. I don't know. Stuff. Things. Tum-ti-tum-ti-tum. Yeah, Russell's going hardcore on the nostalgia with Shooty's era, which I'm here for. I think it's great. But I like they're trying to steer away from having too many recurring villains. Although I will say this, if the Daleks aren't in the finale, given that there's a rumour going around that Shooty's going to regenerate at the end, I will riot. Because quite frankly, every Doctor needs to fight the Daleks. Do not tweet me. Because I'm not on Twitter anymore. I'm buzzing. Why am I buzzing? Oh, my dad's texting me. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Yeah, that's that's kind of unnerving actually. He's just sent me an AI generated image of me from my sister's wedding. That's kind of unnerving. Okay. I'm just going to respond to that. It's my dad's birthday today, so everybody say happy birthday, by the way. Oh dear. Oh man, no, I don't know how I feel about that. That's weird. That's really weird. Anyway, and oh god, another email now. Oh, it's just YouTube. That's fine. Did you know the last 2 episodes of this season have been shown in cinemas? I did not. No. Can we see the image? Not easily. No. The Daleks will riot, yes, and definitely. Don't want them to set fire to TV Centre again. I'm working on more Mr. Ringading fan art. It's a massive project that's taken several hours, but when it's done, I'll pop it on the Discord. Nice, I'm excited about that. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Matt's dad. I can feel a song coming on. No. Absolutely not. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Matthew's dad. Happy birthday to you. Monty will spill his tea. Yes. It will be a very British riot because everyone will just take a deep draught from their teacups and go, bloody hell. Don't make me laugh. I will get on and do some content in a minute. I appreciate this is thoroughly boring. Oh dear. We're carrying on with the station building for Horton tonight, by the way. Because I want to get that finished and measured up and sort of in position on the platform so I can build the walls up on the platform at the back live from the restaurant. Indeed. And then once I've done that, I've got some 3D printed station signs coming, which I'm very excited about. So I'll be able to pop them in and then sit it all in place, and it will look fab. I'm excited. And then I need to sort out the engine shed, because where I replace the point, it's not receiving the full current in one of the sidings. So you have to crank the controller all the way up to get anything to move on it, and then once it gets past the dodgy set of points, it zips out again. I don't know. Live from the leftovers. Oh, that sums up my life, really. Content. Get that into wash up in a minute. I should probably put some music on, really, shouldn't I? Hang on a minute. Let me address that immediately by mashing go on the Screw Love playlist. Any minute now. There we go. There we go. Instead of like 20 minutes of dead air and me eating, we could have been listening to some banging tunes. But never mind. They know it's the end of the world. Dalek kitchen nightmares. I really want to see Monty doing cooking, but I also don't want to make that because I am terrified of mess. Right. Dinner achieved. Exciting. Oh. Ah, lovely. Oh. Ah. Cracking stuff. Right. Great darling Bake Off. Maybe that's the third in the trilogy of stupid edited Dalek videos. Which ones did we do? We did The Apprentice and The Crystal Maze, didn't we? Yeah. Maybe that can be number 3. Right then. Right. Right then. Let's switch over to the close-up camera and start doing some gluing, shall we? Oh. No. That's the closing titles. We're not ready yet. In fact, you know what? That one and a special one.
Fail.
I'm a failure.
Yeah. Anyway, right, bring the microphone over here. Turn it up so you stand a chance of hearing what I'm saying. That's better. Right. Right then. This is what we built last time. This is a bit of the building, and I've put the windows in there ready to glue them in place. We also built all these bits, which are doors, windows, etc. So, we've made a good start. What's coming next? Who knows? That is entirely up to me. Right. Let's move our bits to one side. I think the next thing we got to do is do a chimney stack. Glue 3 plain grey chimney stack inner formers together to form a solid block. Number 12 on the grey sheet. Okay, hold on. Number 12. Hang on. I think we did that already, did we? Hang on. Oh no, we did. We already did it. See? I'm not inept after all. I do sort of know what I'm doing. Cool. Right, that's done. Right, next on the agenda, we built the building. Windows, gables and beams. Fit 3 windows so they are sitting down on the base card. Then slide them into position. Fit the gable windows first. Which one is the gable window? Hold on. Okay. Hold on, let's figure this out. No, hang on, that doesn't look right. Other way up. That's the one, I think. Hang on a minute. Right. Hang on. That's the one. Right, that goes that way round. That goes that way round. Nice. Okay, cool. Right, I can work with that. That's fine. So, that's that way around. Right, okay. Let's get our glue out. Dum, dum, dum. Is the background music supposed to still be playing? Yes. I tend to leave it on just while I'm building, so we don't have great swathes of dead air, because I tend to get distracted. Whoa, the stream just started all over again, indeed. I got asked if I could name any structure that can hold water. I said, well, damn. That was dreadful. I love it. Okay, right. Hang on a minute. I think this must be where the bay window goes. Yes, it does. Okay. Right, I think I understand. Or do I? I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. Hang on. No, that's not where the bay window goes. Hold on. Hang on. I can't work out what's supposed to fit in that hole. I mean, that is, the instructions do say to leave a gap there, so yeah, no, that's fine. That's what we're going to do. It's okay. Paint this. There we go. You did get a failure bell. Congratulations. It's a very exclusive club. Up. Here as well. There we are. Nice. Okay, right. There we are. Glue that in place there. That one is going to be that way up. There you go. Slide that into place. Yeah, and that needs more glue. Okay, may come back to that one. No, maybe not. No, actually, yeah, I think we're going to need more. That's all right. There you go. Paint some on there. Do a little bit more on this side as well. There we are. Nice. Just push that back into position like so. There we go. And last one. Spin this round so we can kind of see this. Clear off some of that excess glue before it dries. There we are. Nice. Oh, that stuck to my finger. That's not ideal. Right. There we are. Windows achieved. What's next? Fold the two grey spaces in half to make each one double thickness. Number 4 on the grey sheet. Which one's number 4? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Number 4. There we are. Nice. Right. Need our craft knife for this bit. Oh. And we need to not clobber the microphone while we do it. That would be better, wouldn't it? Here we go. Right. Nice. Speaking of jokes, I heard a fantastic one this week. So, scientists in America have found a way to electronically disconnect parts of the brain from the rest of the body. So they've successfully tried this on mice. So they've moved into human trials to see if it's possible now, and they think there may be some medical application for this. So that they got a test subject, and they disconnected the right half of his brain and left him just connected to the left part. And they asked the subject to count to 10, and so the subject said, okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, interesting so far. So the scientists reconnect the left half of the brain, and now they disconnect the right half of the brain. I may have messed this joke up already, but we'll roll with it. So they disconnect the right half and they say, okay, can you count to 10 again, please? Yeah, certainly. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So the scientists think, what the hell? And they disconnect both sides of the brain. And they say to the test subject, can you count to 10, please? And the test subject replied, I am the greatest at counting to 10 there's ever been. I can count to 10. I can count to 10 better than anybody. I had a math teacher in school. She said, Donald, you count to 10 better than anyone I've ever seen. You know, I can count even bigger numbers, 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50. Very bigly numbers. Huge. At least 20% of you saw where that was going immediately, didn't you? Oh. I enjoyed that joke. Fold and glue. You got it. Alright, stick that together. Had me at American Scientist. Yeah. The flaw in that joke is you assume Donnie has a brain. True. He has a huge brain, very bigly. They've checked it and everything. He's done the tests: dog, camera, phone, TV. Again, several of you are going to be very confused by that reference. And you know what that says to me? It says I spend too much time watching videos of Donald Trump because I'm a glutton for punishment. Anyway, it's a very pristine brain, smooth. I like it. Smooth brain, the smoothest brain there's ever been. People are saying the greatest brain. People are saying that. This can't be the show. This can't be the show. Oh dear God. Anyway, right, what are we doing with our lives? Right, hang on a minute. There presumably is more than one number 4. Yes, there is. Here we are. Right. That one and that one. Okay, cool. So we've got to redo that again. You've got to laugh, haven't you? Otherwise we'll cry. Dear God. Oh, yeah. Anyone here got a local election happening tomorrow? We don't, sadly. Buckinghamshire County Council is having an election. I know this because I got targeting advertising from the Conservative Party. I resisted the temptation to go in and point out, when they point out how, you know, all of the other councils are failing and are massively in debt and only the Tories can ensure that your council tax stays low and blah blah blah. I resisted the temptation to point out that it was a Conservative government that left a several £billion funding gap for local councils for about 15 seconds. I think the comment's been deleted, which is just especially hilarious. Oh, never mind. Anyway. You might have scuppered your chance to broadcast the show in America now. I'm still quietly confident. Live from the works, live from the United States of America. Followed shortly by live from the works, live from an El Salvadorian prison. Again, you have to laugh or you will cry. It's... yeah. The world's a mess. Vote Dalek, indeed.
can't stop for you. Craziness is strange when the girl's not loyal. Angel takes a hit and the devil on your shoulder plots for you, cause I'm not normal.
Oh dear, they're all shit. There's no way of putting it. They're all shit. I mean, I would say I'm disillusioned with politics, but I am. Yeah, that's being disillusioned indicates that I had any real high opinion of any of them to start with. Hello, Tiger Scott. Nice to see you. Norfolk CC has postponed due to reorganisation. Yeah, I think a lot of councils are doing that. So it'll be next year, I want to say. I don't know. We'll see. You never know. I might have installed myself as president and dictator for life of the entire world by then. We'll see if I've got time in between all my other meetings. Right. Cutting that. Oh, I know it's in portrait mode. You rarely see that on this stream. We talking politics ever so briefly. In the room. Okay. That's it. Portrait mode is over. Boo! Bring back portrait mode. God, okay. God, these past weeks have been exhausting. Yes, they absolutely have. Completely exhausting. And I say this as a straight white dude. Straight white cisgendered dude. Why not? This is that show apparently. Yeah, let's go the whole hog. Really piss off GB News. I was tempted to vote Lib Dem as the guy was saying he would make bus travel more accessible in my area. I'm going to be honest and say I quite like some of the Lib Dems policies, and the only reason I don't tend to vote for them at national elections is round here they don't stand a chance. But council elections I tend to lean more in favour of, or other local elections I should say, I tend to lean more in favour of candidates who speak my language, shall we say, and whose policies I like. So yeah, Lib Dem candidate sounds good. But then I remember that everyone has lied about fixing bus travel, so yeah. This is what's happening in Peterborough as well, and I know this because I follow all the Peterborough Facebook groups because I want to spy on what people are saying about my railway. The Conservative candidate is going hard on fixing the bus situation, which is weird because Peterborough's bus situation, and I'm happy to be corrected here, apparently is apparently quite good. But what do I know? Right, that's done. Gable. Thick gable walls are now fixed. The inside of the end walls keep flush with the wall tops. You got it. Okay. The courts have gone down the toilet of late. Wah, wah. Yes. All toilets should be single lockable cubicles with a toilet and a sink. I will die on this rock. Do Daleks need to take the bus? Yes, they're virtually the only accessible form of transport. They would take the train, but most stations you have to travel to the next one to get across to the other platform. It's a disgrace. Not all Daleks have hover capabilities, guys. This is just discrimination, pure and simple. On an unrelated note, I have an idea for the next episode of Tea Time with Matt, and I want to spitball this out to you guys and see what you all think. I want to do an episode which will be called Tea Time with Matt's Anger Management, which makes me sound like a comedian with a Netflix special, quite frankly, but I'm going to lean into it. And I'll have a framing device around it, but basically the framing device will be about me learning to control my temper and helping the audience to do so along the way, as for certain reasons. I won't spoil the entire premise, but that's kind of what I have in mind, and I fully see it degrading into an increasingly irrational and angry spiral of various rants. It maybe could be quite amusing. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? I don't know. I've been inspired because I've got a lot of anger in me at the moment. I'm looking at the state of the world and becoming increasingly more and more depressed, and then reminding myself that actually there's no point getting depressed. What I should do is get even. And getting even these days seems to be whoever shouts the loudest on social media. So if you can't beat them, join them. I don't know. It's just an idea. Maybe they take taxis, exuberate. Nice. I like it. Okay. Done. 2 grey roof supports fold in half, then sit inside the building. Where are my roof supports? You are going to be number 5, I suspect, aren't you? Although I haven't explicitly said that. Looks like it, though. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I see it. Right. Cool. Then I wouldn't feel so low. Yeah. Okay. There we are. Right. What's that, Matt? You need more glue? Yes. Okay. Might be time to order a new tube, Matt. Yeah, I know. I'll get to it when I have the money. Remember to support the channel by becoming a YouTube member, folks. Oh. Yeah, Dimension Diaries Dalek December video is extremely long. Most of it is made up of editing time lapses, which I'm told people quite enjoy seeing because it sort of shows the process of taking that raw footage and then turning it into the wacky adventures of the Daleks that you all know and love. So I am hoping that in many ways that means that you guys will find this one quite interesting, because it does just chronicle me slowly going insane, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You knew I was insane to begin with, so no. It just gives you a sneak peek behind the scenes of filming the videos that I released back in December 2023. Some little bit of a teaser as to how certain things were achieved. You get to see me record some Dalek lines and corpse horribly. Yeah, so it should be an interesting good time. But the video is 2 hours and 13 minutes, I believe, long. So, you know, if you're going to watch the whole thing, first of all, are you mad? And secondly, if you're really insistent, I suggest you grab a cup of tea and some popcorn and settle down and treat it like background noise while you do something else. Or watch it in its entirety. I don't know, up to you. I'm not here to police you. Right. That's done. Now, I believe... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, glue that in place there like that. Nice. Okay, cool. Right. And then same again on this side. Cool. That looks like the correct shape. Yes, good. Excellent. Right then. Glue, that's what we need. I'm going to watch the whole thing in one sitting. You absolute mad person. I love it. Yeah, it's. I will apologise because I filmed a load of stuff and it's all a bit disjointed because, as you will hear when you watch the video, there was a lot of nonsense going on over that period of time. So everything is a bit disjointed and a little weird. But I've put together something vaguely coherent, and I hope you'll enjoy it.
He said his girlfriend dumped him, saw her with a new man, so he just thumped him. I said I'm going through the same thing, kinda, except my girl's new man is her husband.
So, take this bit. Put it there. Glue it in place, and then push that bit right the way down to the bottom. There we go. There we go. Nice. Yeah, there is going to be a bit of a gap there, it looks like. Cool. I am doing that right. Okay. You're going to need a new toothpick because I have just glued that one to the post-it note, which is not very clever. This is why I have a big tub of them at the back here. There you go, 2 for the price of 1. Right. Dun, dun, dun. What to strangers? Smile at your neighbours too. Middle finger up, don't be stuck up when a new face waves at you. Screw's attitude to life is good. I barely hear from him these days though, because I'm no longer on Twitter, so Twitter was mainly where I kept up with him. Oh, God, I'm going to have to start getting into Instagram, aren't I? Although Meta are evil, aren't they? So, you know, pick your evil, I guess. I don't know. They're all shit. that's the lesson here. Everyone's awful, and yeah. There we go. That's looking a bit more solid, isn't it? Right, what's next? Check that out. Ooh. This is where the roof, the canopy is going to sit. Sort of the little overhang over the front of the building. It's going to look great. Done that. Finally fix inner gable wall for fixing building B, number 14 on the grey sheet. Fit over the 2 joining walls on building A. Make sure top edges are flush. Hang on a minute. Number 14. That is that fella. There we go. That one there. Right. more positive stuff. What else is going on? Tornado's coming back to play this weekend for a bit, so that'd be nice. I'm not on duty, unfortunately, but I'm going to be on duty when it arrives on Saturday, so that would be nice. There we go.
Sleep, I'm trying hard to press the button, I can't find the pause. Popularity is lame, they try to stop you at the height of yours. Guns aimed at me, hold it long, dangerously. I might decide to be a grown up when I'm in.
There we go, nice.
Friends coming at me sideways to bring knives to my place, and thank you. I wish I had the guts to tell you you really suck, since I don't have no feelings or a guess on you.
Okay.
And I don't drink no alcohol, so there's nothing to blame by me. Yeah, now you know. I wish you had the booze to tell me what's on your mind. Instead of being fake, yeah, you tell me all the time. It's nothing but love for me, but it's too late when it's pumped.
Fresh clue. Who's still here? You've all gone quiet. What's going on in your lives anyway? Tell me. If you want to. I'm not going to force anyone to talk about their life. That's not what we're about here.
I used to buy into the shit, I had a mood change. I know most women are beautiful, but a few ain't. I do it for reality checks, having me stressed. I bump into my ex like, haven't we met? I don't remember fake designers on my clothes, therefore I won't remember fake wifeys I let go. I mean, if you had sex with Zeus, that doesn't make you a goddess. It just means Zeus decided to have sex with you. I wish I had the guts to tell you you really suck, since I don't have no pills or a devil needed to
Yeah.
and I don't drink no alcohol.
Push that in place. Everything nice and flush. Nice. Building A is virtually complete. Life, don't talk to me about life. Love a bit of Marvin. Tornado is an amazing loco. I can't wait for the P2. No, the P2 is going to be amazing. I am so excited for that loco. It's going to be incredible. Although I do wonder how many preserved lines it just won't be able to go on. Because the point work will be too tight. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we've put a 9F through once for the yard and managed to not derail it, so maybe the P2 will fit. Who knows? Okay, next. Building B. To make the base card a little more substantial, there is a plain grey piece that fits on part of the base card. Number 11 on the grey sheet. Hang on. Number 11. That is that one there. There we are. Nice.
The first lie I was told in 86 when I was 5 minutes old is that I'll never see my 5th year. When I was 3 I used to 7, 8 chicks, knowing that I'll never make it to 8, 6. I switched gears. By age 5 I rearranged my to-do list, erased all my skeptics and drew up some blueprint. At 7 I would do sprints trying to get away.
P2 should be painted express blue. I agree. It's the best colour for locos. Love a bit of express blue. That's why City of Manchester in my 00 gauge collection is painted express blue, because I didn't have a Duchess in that livery, and it looks great. I still want to build an Addams Family train set one day. That sounds amazing. Right. Base card, hold on. Building B base card, there it is. Okay.
That's why I'm 5 in my head still. A girl on my bed whispered the same thing. A month or so later, she died taking the X pill. 23, I never left the campus once. Girlfriends, I had a bunch. Heartbreaks, I had it once. Yeah. 24, when they say I have a year left, I'll never reach 25.
I think the contrast, sorry, the exposure is off on my camera. 1 second. Could build it on streaming Wednesdays. Can you imagine building a whole model railway on this? It would never get finished. Wait, that's literally what I've done. Oh god! Let's go with that. Nice. That's better. Yeah, that's a bit brighter. Right, see what we're doing now. Right. That bit on there, like that. Boom. Which means the show's over. Good night, everybody. No. What time is it anyway? Only 9 o'clock? My goodness. We've got so much done. It's exciting. Yeah. Code back in blue. Nice. If only building steam engines was this simple, eh? Right. That goes on. So, with the edges all flush. There. Done. What's next? Fit edges flush. Fold walls around the base card and fix. Stand on a flat surface, making sure that the wall bottoms are standing on work surface with the floor fixed inside and also flat to work surface. Try saying all that when you're drunk. Blimey. Okay, let's figure this out. Oh, I see. Okay, building B is a complicated cutout. Right, I see. Cut along base of building to here, and then cut along this score line to release. To there. Okay. Has that worked? I don't know. Let's find out. Wednesday with Wednesday's Adams. Oh, I just got that. That's very good. Mind joining one episode if you blow up the bridge. Indeed. Hang on. Come on, little building, out you come. I like being with you. I have to cut along the back end, hold on. I need more tea. I think I've gone tag peculiar. Nothing new there. Oh, we're all peculiar here. Don't you worry about that. Present company accepted, of course. Some of the audience going, how bloody rude. I'm not peculiar. You could not see a damn thing on that, could you? Oh no, you could, because it's like here. Yeah, it's over the back. You could see it. Okay. Take the win, Matthew. Take the win. There we are. Right. Woo-hoo. Right. Right. Where are these instructions? Let's figure this out. Fold walls around the base card and fix. Stand on flat surface, making sure that wall bottoms are standing on the work surface with the floor fixed inside and also flat to work surface. So I think that means that goes there. Yeah, okay. I think I see what this is getting at. So that goes in there. That folds that way. And sits flush with that. Yeah, okay, so far so obvious. And then that end folds around like that. Okay, I think I'm getting it. Okay. Yeah. Right, okay, so yeah, we need to get everything flush with everything else is the point here. I understand. That's there, that there. So the slight issue here appears to be that the door piece here doesn't want to go flush with that. I'm not sure why. Try and get the fold properly. Yeah, right, okay. So, here's my thinking. We paint glue here, paint glue all along here, stick it on, hope for the best. Good idea? Good idea. Okay. We're both loopy too, asked Matt. No, I'm very peculiar. All the best people are though, so it's fine. She probably didn't want to put glue on that bit, but shh, nobody noticed, it's fine. There we are, right. See that there. Bring this bit like this. Stick that on there. Put this together. I'm not convinced I've done this properly, but we'll roll with it. Fold 3 scores around on chimney to loosen them up. Oh, that bit. Yes, I see. Yeah, there you go. So that becomes a chimney. Gotcha. Okay. When fast, fit building B to the grey inner wall on building A. Stand on flat surface while fitting. When fast, fit 2 doors and a window. Okay, I think I get where this is going. So that is that way round, and then that glue. Yeah, that makes sense. There we are. Okay, so that glue's on there. Okay, cool. I think I get it. Yeah.
To go the opposite direction, they expected less. My best regrets are like emeralds in the treasure chest. definitely ever present, but I'm like, I wanna see 101 before I so please somebody get NASA on the phone. I don't have no butterflies, I'm in my caterpillar zone. Ready, set, 3, 2, 1, go. Should've run this some days ago. I just like being away from you. Feels like you're already round the pole. Ready, set, 3, 2, 1, go.
I have no idea what kind of mixed up brain you have to design these kits, but I'm glad those people exist. Oh, you just fling the glue at the building there, that's clever. Right.
Summer on January 8th. He knows almost immediately.
That seems to be okay. I think. Maybe, kinda, who knows.
You should know up front. This is not a love story.
There you go, right. So that is coming together, which is exciting. We're starting to get an idea of the footprint of the building, which is quite good. Building B, yeah, that's fine. Fit 2 doors and window, you got it, right. Pick a door, any door.
In the box, left it on my doorstep and knocked. Wrote me a letter so cute, you tied a ribbon around it, but I felt different about it when it read. Who do you love? Are you for sure? I saw pictures on the web if you can't anymore. I heard songs you used to like but you can't anymore, cause they remind you of me and the past is ignored.
Which side does the second door sit on? Hang on, let's figure this out. Oh, it literally doesn't matter because it goes on the side. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we do, because these doors both open in different directions. I mean, we do one at the front and one at the back, just to kind of give it a bit of something or other. I don't know. I know what I'm thinking, but no one else does. That's not gone well. Okay, right. Well, that's fine, because what we're going to do is dispense some more glue and try and fix the problems with more glue, because that just makes sense. Kit instructions are better than they used to be. At one time, all you got was put the bits together. Yeah. Which is useful for people like me who have virtually no common sense when it comes to these sort of things.
But I wonder if she catches herself thinking of me, head scratching, smiling, thinking it's sweet. And the next time he kisses her there, he realizes she's just visiting there because she's still into me.
There we are. Nice. Everything falls apart. Door position feels off. I don't know, is it? I don't know, maybe. Does it matter? Not really, but you know. I like to try my best. Right.
Say I'm out in the game for good. My phone lines engaged for girls in the neighborhood. Kicking rocks for the greater good. I got it bad. It's like she carved a name in wood. But with a stone face, I pretend not to care. And parents tell the kids not to stare. I say I'll never meet a girl that can replace my ex-wife. But then I say, psych, I met one tonight. Here we go again, the pit of part of a love. Like I dismissed my heartbreak, it didn't matter, I shrugged. I'm hoping
Right.
that she was as good one, not the third. The Macaulay Culkin version, drop the word. I'm not saying I'm in love with her, but I'm on the verge. And I don't think about what's her name anymore. Better off leaving it now than they're running this course.
Everything falls apart. So I'm thinking this one should go on this side so that the door opens into the narrower end of the building. You'll see what I mean in a second. There you go. So I hold that up to the camera now. You'll see the door handle is on the left hand side. So if you open the door, it will sort of swing into the narrower part of the building on this side. Like through round that way. I don't know. It makes sense in my head, even if it doesn't to anyone else. Right, that one's done. Cool. Right, and then let's do this side. I don't know why that doesn't match up. Did I not do this flush enough? Apparently not. Ugh, that's annoying. Yeah, screw it. It's close enough. Right, and then we'll do the same with this one. There's a little bit of glue drying on the building there. I kind of want to remove before it goes too solid. There you go. Got it. Boom! Door. Yeah, it's not perfect, but what is? I am. No, I'm not that conceited. Honest. Okay. Bay window. Fixed to gable wall inner spaces marked to the back of the printed inner wall. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Nope. Oh, hello. So I've just spotted that my S&DR cable has come all the way back here. So trying to fix that. And paint peeling away at the back. This is brilliant. So splendid. Right. You should be. You don't want to stretch that far, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll make it work. I can't really unplug that because that is what's driving the stream. So we're just going to leave that alone, I think, and hope for the best. The cables back here are a complete mess, but never mind. It's all good. Right. There we are. Right. What was I doing? This. That's it. Right. building B in a gable wall, so that's going to be that bit. Why am I picking up a pen? I don't need a pen. Yeah. Here we are.
Most of my exes are fatter than precious now, and uglier too. Sadie never lets me down. New friends are bitching about me. Old friends act different around me, and it gets me down. But I don't see red like Coke or feel green like Sprite. I'm all blue like Pepsi now.
Once again, I have built this in a way that means you guys couldn't see a thing, but you know that shouldn't be a deal breaker, I think.
My TV didn't raise no fool. In the early 90s, I would stay up late and break the rule. I went from being a reject to being TJ from Reset. Now Carissa explains it all. I watched Blossom Blossom to Cancer from Boy Meets World Swoon. The sister twins, one would be my girl soon. Me and Sean are like Skeeter and Dart. Me and Deja are like Dexter and Dee Dee on a helium bars. I am the wonder years, rocking a Jets jacket. I do the voice overs, I'll be the best at it. I'm Johnny Bravo, going nowhere like my car broke, bumping Nelly Furtado. I'm different strokes like Arnold and Willis. Gary Coleman in my heart from the start, and he still is. Flintstones to Rugrats, Chucky from the Rugrats. Now fuck that, I'm more like Angelica with a mustache. When mom and dad stole the remote, it was heartless. My parents watch shows like Kung Fu and Star Trek. Just wanna add both of them to the murder rate. We'll be right back.
That's that one. What's next? Fit the two gable wall in spaces to the back of the printed inner wall. Fit to wall with top edges all flush. So that's going to be there. Yes, that makes sense because this is how we're building our roof. That makes sense. Right. that's in place. Can you tell what it is yet? Oh no, that's got bad connotations now, hasn't it? Whoops. Oh dear. Finished my Mr. Ring-a-Ding fan art. I just posted it on the Discord. Let's have a look. Oh wow, that is okay. I've got to show this off. Is that okay if I show that off? Because that is incredible. I love it. What am I doing? Right, leave that in place. That's fine. Fix together the two matching grey card roof supports marked 1 and 3 on grey card. Right, hold on. Okay, yeah, I see what we're getting at. Hello, Giratino, nice to see you. Here we are. We'll cut to the desktop view, and I'll show this off because this is a 2-foot cardboard cutout of Mr. Ring-a-Ding, and that is fantastic. That is so good. Ace of Riddles, you should be so proud of that. That is amazing. Wow. And then this is one from a few days ago, which I missed on the Discord. That is so good. Oh, man. I mean, that character is nightmare fuel anyway, but that looks so great. Wow. Oh, that's freaking awesome. Oh. Well done. That's absolutely amazing. I love that. That's really cool. Right. Glue these supports together. Hang on. Oh, that hasn't quite come out. Hold on, 1 second. Hang on. We can salvage this. 1 second. Glue that lot together. Again, you can't see a damn thing I'm doing. This is useless. There we are. That's stuck together. And then we've got to do these two as well. More glue necessary. Here we go. Okay. Default chimney around it says here, so do that. Ah no, we fold that around afterwards. Okay, so that needs to come out first, I see. Okay, yeah, sorry, no, I understand now. I see, yeah, I get it, yeah, so that goes in there. Right, I see, yeah, I got it now, I get it, right, okay, cool. Right, let's, which one is that? That should be that way around. Right, okay, so paint the bag. Yes. Okay. Here we go. And fold the chimney round. Stick some glue on the corner. Yep, nice. And then fold the chimney around. Use it there.
So sorry if I black out sometimes. The real world right now seems less important. Well, these best friends forever have an agenda when you get them together. But I forgive everyone that stabbed me in the back. In fact, I wish them the best in their endeavors. I don't have my future mapped out. I moved to a new place.
Nice.
Plans are at that house. And the new kid living there is fine. Probably kissing on my girl, playing with toys that were mine. Probably living out my master
Okay,
plan.
and then
Kids looking like a marching band. So when I daydream, I see it all in my head. Now they on
oh, that has not glued flush, has it? Whoops. Hang on a minute. That's better. Right.
Hoping to catch my dream girl, how to stay average ones in between chapters. I don't wanna bother God with these matters. Friends are supposed to be cool, but they're pissed like weak bladders. So I shit on these rappers, wipe and flush. The girl I used to like is hiding all types of drugs. My pen pal doesn't write as much. Best friends forever means I'm free, but I'm kinda rushed. What if this itch is an STD? What if she takes a pregnancy test and texts me?
Here we are.
Reflecting so ugly it hurts.
Cartoon art is one of the styles I'm good at drawing, so when Mr. Ring-a-Ding was announced, I knew I'd have to draw him at some point. Didn't expect to absolutely adore his character though, which is fine. He's a funky little fellow. Mr. Ring-a-Ding is amazing. Nightmare fuel, but amazing. There we are. There. That needs more glue on it. 1 second. No.
Say it's black and white, but it's never dull. If mommy is black and daddy is white, then why am I not grey like the rain clouds I happen to like? The other kids had lights on the LA gears, while my shoes lit the floor like MJ's. Mom said that they hit you be a glass butler, like a young grasshopper any sensei. Used to like wrestling a lot, slam a dude through the table for the pestering I got.
Cool, that's done. And finish off with the inner gable wall with a small tab. Fold over the tab and fix, then what? Inner gable wall. $14. That one. Gotcha. Okay. Cut that out. Goodbye, this is the end. See you in the future. Realistic CGI is nightmare fuel. 2D cartoon lad is cute in a strange way. At least I think so. Probably the round shapes. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, yeah, the 3D animated one is like, oh my god, he's hideous. 2D Mr. Ring-a-Ding is kind of cute in his own way. Right. Fold over the tab and fix. Yeah, okay, gotcha. It's done. Before we try and put that lid back on, because I've just realised there's a build up of glue around the end here, which is stopping me from closing the cap all the way, which is suboptimal. So let's try and peel some of that off before we go any further. That's better. That has made no difference whatsoever, and now I've got glue all over my cutting knife. Amazing. Hey Matt, you're really good at this, thank you. It was not a compliment. think I got it. Yeah. Slots in there, like so. Yeah, nice. Right, that bit done. Nice. Dear. Right, what's next? Building C. Okay, I don't think I got time to finish building C this evening, but that is really good progress, I think. I think that looks fantastic. Building C is quite short. If we bring the platform up, just for a moment, so we can see where it will sit, I'll give you an idea of what it is I'm trying to achieve. Here we are. Move it that way. There we are. Right, so there's the platform, which we built earlier. I believe... Hang on a minute, just need to work this out a second. One moment. Let me think this through. Right, bay window is there. So, the building is going to sit about there-ish, I think. Yeah, something like that. And then, yeah, bay window goes here. Let's find a bay window quickly. 1 second. Because I believe, yeah, that's going to sit there like that, roughly. There we are. There's going to be a bay window at the front. Oh, that doesn't quite fit. That's slightly annoying. That. Hold on, 1 second. Figure this out. There we are. Nice. Okay, there we go. That's got it. Right, so that goes there like that. It goes in there like that. There we are. Nice. And then I'm thinking this can sit flush with the back of the station, and then we build the wall round here, like so. And then build a wall along the edge here as well. Yeah, and then top along the back. Cool. And then if we spin the model round, you'll get an idea of what it looks like from the rear, which is like that. So yeah, put that bay window in there. Just lean that up there a second. So yeah, this will sit flush with the back of the platform. And then we have less wall to build, so we can just do that bit, and then all the way along here. The idea being in my head that this will sort of be a little storage area. You might put the bins back here, for example, and that passengers wanting to go through the station can go through the door here. Just knock the bay window off, never mind. Or they can go around the side here when the station building is shut. That's my thinking anyway. And then there'll be a little toilet block here. Where does the toilet block go, actually? I'm not entirely clear on that. 1 second. I'll work this out. 1 moment. Right. Ah, right, yes, I see. So we might... so this might have to come this way a tad and just sit flush there. And then with the payment... No, I don't like that. Let's see. Right, maybe... that sits like that, and you've got this toilet doors in, there's still room to get around there. I don't know, we'll finish the building and figure it out, but that's broadly how it's supposed to look. And yeah, it fits in really nicely with the platform, I think. So once this is finished, or at least is in its shape, I can start thinking about where to position it and where the walls would go. I don't know, maybe this needs to come over a bit. Let's see, hold on 1 second. See, I cut out the building footprint, but I feel like the building footprint is now bigger than it said it was. Hang on a minute. Let's work out. Building C base. Here we are. Let's cut that out, because that will give us an idea of where that's supposed to go. And then we've got the toilet base as well. 1 second. Left my headphones over here. There we are. Just to get an idea of the footprint of the building. That's got to sit there like that. Okay. Okay, so far so good. And then the toilet block sits there. So I mean, we could probably get away with right up there. See, it doesn't leave a lot of room on this side, but then this is an N gauge model, so the time. Hang on. Let me find a little person that I can just prop up in a corner for a second. Yeah, so little person here. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's enough room, isn't it? That's, yeah. I mean, this could come forward a bit, I suppose, but yeah, if we push it back this way slightly, and then the base of the toilet is there. Yeah. Yeah, and then you've room to sort of get around here, and the door just here. Oh, he's fallen over. He's had a few too many, and unfortunately the toilet block's shut. Because it's not been built yet. There we are. No, he does not want to be propped up. Never mind. That's fine. I'll put him back over here with his DeLorean. Close enough. Right, anyway. So yeah, that's coming on nicely. We're starting to get an idea of how it all fits together. I mean, could the canopy overhang the wall? Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter too much, does it, really? I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I mean, yeah, if I push the building all the way up to here, and just hear me out, before you rubbish it, if I push it all the way up to here, and I cut out the need for a wall here, and then I just need a wall along this bit, really. Yeah. Then that leaves me a lot of passing on this side. Maybe not entirely flush, but just there maybe, and the canopy can just overhang the back. I don't know. I will figure this out. These are not decisions for right now. Let's put the building away. Right. Where's my builder's yard? Here it is. Right. Hill on a push bike. There we go. Right. You sit there, like so. You come with me. The station building can stay there and go back with the platform in a second. Cool. Oh, probably want to put those two base bits in with a builder's yard, don't I? Here we go. There, nice. There we go. Lovely. Come on, spin you around a bit. Behave. Right. You know what? I don't hate that. I think that looks good. Ah, happy days. Lovely. Right. Days come with the territory. It's going to make it worse with a good night. Those in the bin. Put it over there. I have to order some more glue next, I think. That's going to be the next thing. A nice midweek interlude. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. Right. Right. Oh dear. Right. Next week, I'm not here because I've got another meeting. I seem to do nothing but go to meetings on my days off these days. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, so I've got a meeting next week, board meeting the week after that, and then we will return the following week, which is, hold on, stalling for time, 21st of May. God, that feels like forever away. Christ. Oh dear. 3 weeks today, anyway, we'll be back. I may try and do something in the intervening period. I don't know, we'll see. I might carry on with this building because I'm enjoying this. Or we may go back on the other channel and finish off Prisoner of War. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out. Anyway. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. Hope you enjoyed my silly little stream, as always. I hope you have a fantastic week or three while I'm off doing things. I promise that from next month I will try and be a bit more regular. Yes, we are indeed busy. Oh, dear. One day I'll get some sleep. Never mind. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. I will be back real soon indeed. But in the meantime, take care. Much love to all of you. I'll see you again very soon. Good night. Bye!
You've had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. You've had an opportunity to attack me, and I think I've given as good as I've taken. I leave you gentlemen now, and you will now write it, you will interpret it as you write. But as I leave you, I want you to know, just think how much you're going to be missed. You don't have Nixon to kick around anymore.
Because less than 3% of you people read books. Because less than 15% of you read newspapers. Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is a hole, and it's